everyone, welcome to our IT webinar where innovation meets insight. And we are truly honored to welcome tech enthusiasts and industry professionals today. I'm Diksha, host of today's session, and also my friend Naman, who is the co-host. And we're excited to invite you for an illuminating IT webinar based on top 5 tools of cybersecurity. So in today's digital-driven world, cybersecurity is a paramount. So we're going to delve into the essential tools necessary for safeguarding your digital assets, from threat detection to incident response. Our expert panel will cover a range of cutting-edge cybersecurity tools and techniques to fortify your defense against cyber threats. So throughout the webinar, you'll have the opportunity to hear from our industry experts, gain new perspectives to ensure that you'll leave this webinar with a deeper understanding. And also, I encourage you to actively participate, ask questions, and feel free to drop your queries in the chat box. So hey, hi Naman, how are you? You there?
Yes. Hi everyone. Hi Diksha, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing very great today and I'm feeling so enthusiastic today. What about you?
Yeah, same here. So, very good morning to everyone who is joining from different part of the world. So, thank you so much for taking out very precious time and joining this webinar. It really feels awesome whenever we have this kind of a webinar, meeting all of you at one single place and communicate with the help of this chat window. So what do we have today? Like, do we have something exciting, Diksha?
Oh, yes, definitely. We do have a lot of exciting things today to perform in today's webinar. So we are coming forward a lot of things today for our audience.
That's amazing. I think everyone in the audience must be very, very excited. So, guys, are you guys excited to see like what we have today in this webinar? So, can we use the chat window, please? Like, can you guys please let us know if you guys are excited to get started with this webinar, just like us?
Yes, everyone, please let us know in the chat box and please feel free to ask anything in the chat box.
Great. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, for your responses in the chat box. Sure.
All right. So, well, I would like to know, like, our audience, like, from which different parts of world everyone have joined today.
Yeah, guys. So where are you? I mean, are you here in Toronto or are you in Canada, US, or maybe some people outside North America? Do we have anyone from from Africa or from Europe? Okay, I can see a lot of people joining from US and Canada. Awesome. Yes, great guys. Okay, what about others, guys? So are you here in Toronto? How many of you are here in Toronto? Great. Okay. So we have Jola from Sweden. Very nice. Welcome, Jola. And okay, we have someone from Ghana. Very nice, guys. Thank you so much, guys. I mean, I know that I mean, like you might be in different places. It must be evening or it must be afternoon for you. But thank you so much for taking out your, important weekend. I think weekend is very important. So, Diksha, what about you? Is it important for you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's actually very important. And it
Yeah,
feels so great. Like a lot of people have joined the today's webinar from different parts of the world. That feels really great.
yeah. I think that's why you never pick my call on Saturday. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. So yeah, let's move ahead. Let's start this session. I think everyone is very active in the chat box, and I think there will be more people chiming in from different part of the world. And thank you again, guys, for joining this session. Let's make this session successful. And I'm quite sure that without you guys, this session cannot be successful. So thank you so much, and stay very active in this session. Thank you. So yeah. So guys, it's about me, guys. I know that many of you who have joined today have you guys have interacted with me in the past. So I am Naman, and I have over 12 years of IT experience. Currently, I'm working as a senior IT manager at Thinkcloudly and taking care of many different, opportunities at Thinkcloudly. And I'm the mentor for many of you who have joined today, who are the students to Thinkcloudly. So, coming to my IT background, I've spent most of my years into technology domain, working with Microsoft, IBM. These were my crucial time of my career where I was putting a lot of hard work, developing softwares, cloud native applications, and a lot of stuff what we used to do at Microsoft and IBM. And afterwards, I moved to Deloitte. I wanted to have a different experience, and that's why I moved to Deloitte. And I think Deloitte time was also very important because it was with different clients, and I worked with MTN Nigeria. So I'm hoping that people who are joining here from African continent or people who are Nigerian, you must be aware about MTN Nigeria. So it's one of the biggest telecom, and I was serving for MTN Nigeria. We were developing many different applications again for HR department, for accounts department. So we were doing the complete transformation of IT at MTN Nigeria. Coming to my expertise, you can always get in touch with me related to cloud, DevOps, and cybersecurity. And I'm going to be the speaker for today, wherein I'm going to guide you like what are the important tools which we have seen in the market. After talking to so many experts, we get a lot of insights on daily basis, and I'm going to share all the insights with you. I think this will be really helpful. So people who are planning to get into cybersecurity or people who are not planning to get into cybersecurity, it's still gonna make sense and it's gonna be really helpful because out there, you know that security has been a major concern for every country, for every company. So it's a major concern. What do you think, guys? So is it a major concern or not? Like the security for different organizations. What do you think? In the chat, like anyone, do you think that security is really an important piece? And I must tell you guys that we are going to see that, like how cybersecurity is taking a shape in terms of career and as well as in terms of a big concern for different organization. So we are coming up with that thing in just like 10 minutes. Okay, sure. So over to you, Diksha.
All right. So today again, I had an interesting riddle to tell upon. So are you again ready to solve the riddle today?
Yeah, Diksha, I think I'm ready.
All right. So this is the riddle time, and let's see who can solve this one. So the riddle everyone can see on the screen, and even it's for you, Naman, as well.
Yeah.
So the riddle is that I'm a shield, I'm a fighter, and I fight against digital infections. Who am I?
Okay, I am a shield and I am a fighter and I fight against digital infections. I don't think so that over here in the audience anyone is infected by a digital yeah, digital virus probably. So
So anyone guesses the audience?
anyone, like what do you think? So can anyone tell me like what is the digital infection?
We can see a lot of answers over here. Some are saying antivirus, cybersecurity, antivirus software,
Defender.
defender.
Awesome guys, awesome. So in my opinion, it should be antivirus. Am I right, Diksha?
Well, the actual answer is yeah, it's antivirus. Yes, the answer is correct. Even
Great,
the
great.
audience who answered the antivirus, yes, that's the correct
That
answer.
Thank you guys. Thank you for the support. I think it was not a very difficult riddle, probably, at least this time. I have seen Diksha coming up with many riddles. Even in the office, she comes with a very different riddles at times for our team, and we get confused. But this time, I think it was easy. Thanks, Diksha, for keeping it very simple.
Well, I'll make sure that I'll come next time with a very tricky and most difficult one.
Okay, I think guys, I mean people who have answered antivirus, I think you have made Diksha feel that we won this. Thank, thank you everyone. Okay, great. Yeah.
Okay, so if you talk about the today's content, so All right, so in today's session, there are a lot of people who are already aware about that what Think Loudly is all about. And to the new audience, I would like to tell you that in today's content, what we're going to talk about basically. So first of all, we're going to talk about Think Loudly, that what's Think Loudly all about. We're going to give a brief introduction about ourselves. And then we'll come towards a success story where we are going to invite one of our guests who have achieved their path in IT, and they're going to share their insightful knowledge and their experience so that it will be very influential for you as well. Then we'll come towards the webinar offer. And after that, we'll have our the real cyber attacks and cybersecurity tools, the main topic of the webinar, which we're going to talk about. And after that, we'll have the quiz session, and at last, we'll have the Q&A session. So all the audience might be thinking today for like in today's webinar, what we actually guys are offering to you all. So what's for me?
Oh, I mean, that's right. I mean, we always have this question that what's for me? I mean, whenever we join these kind of sessions, we need to understand the importance of these sessions. And that's why we wanted to highlight, we just wanted to take 1 minute and spend that. What are you going to get everyone who have joined today? So what are the takeaways for all of you? So definitely we will be having the inspiration success stories from two of our students, like who have joined us today, who have got the job and they really transformed their lives for themselves. After that, we are going to have like some insights on cybersecurity attacks and cybersecurity tools, which can be really helpful in terms of representing yourself, answering the questions to the interviewer, or talking to your friend about cybersecurity. And then we are going to give you a certificate of participation. So guys, remember, this certificate of participation is quite important because this shows that you are highly active attending such tech events periodically, and it really helps to showcase that you have those skills. And everyone who is attending this session, you all will get the certificate of participation. After that, we have we are gonna run a webinar sale for 60 minutes, and you will get 60% discount on all the programs what we have at Thinkcloudly. So as soon as the sales start, Diksha will certainly let you know going forward. So that is for you. And definitely, for all the quiz winners, like who wins the quiz, you will have the chance to win 3 course vouchers, which are discounted vouchers, which will be valid for an year. So you guys can play the quiz with high energy and make sure that you win. I don't think so that questions are difficult, but this is all for you. So guys, please stay active. Don't miss any part of it. I promise you, every slide what we have designed here, it's gonna be very, very helpful. Yeah, sure. Diksha, over to you again.
So basically, for the newcomers or the one who are not aware about Think Loudly was actually about, so I must tell you that Think Loudly helps to secure your journey to becoming certified IT and management professional, reserving your spot for high-paying opportunities, and we actually provide more than 25 plus courses to our students, where we'll be helping them with the training and with our specialized trainers who are having more than 11 to 15 year experience in IT. And also in IT, we're helping with the certifications. We're having 140 plus tech and management experts, 75 plus team members, and we're hiring more of them. And we're actually 1,500 plus students. So we have already having the 1,500 students, the Think Loudly family, and we're achieving more of that. And also we are helping with 35 plus practice live projects to all the people over here.
Absolutely, guys. This is very important to note that we are very fortunate enough that more and more tech experts are joining us. They are becoming our partners. They are, conducting the sessions for our students. So we are a team of 140 instructors. That gives us a very good flexibility in conducting the sessions for a small number of people in one group. And as we said, like we are a team of 75. I think we started with one, and now we are a team of 75. And trust me, we are hiring. Okay, so we are going on a next level month on month. We are getting very good responses from different students, it is just because of the support from the students we have got till date. And I'm very sure that you guys will stay connected with us for a longer run. Thank you so much, everyone. So yeah, so consider Thinkcloudly to be your one-stop shop, because we have everything what you need to pass that one interview. That's why if you see, so Diksha, can you see in the bottom of the slide, there is something which is written very important and interesting for all the students.
Oh, yes. Basically, it's written, let's get an IT job with Think Loudly.
Yes. So this is something what we are on. This is our mission, that at least people who are joining us, enrolling with us, they all get that one job for them. And it's going to be really helpful because everyone knows the perks and the importance and why IT is really important for someone's life. And we will hear from our experts, like from the students who have recently got the job. So we'll hear from them that how their life has been transformed after getting a job in IT. Sure. Okay.
So we're absolutely thrilled to have our guest, Mrs. Menka, to join us in today's webinar. She achieved her path in the field of system admin, and so your expertise, insights, and experience would bring an incredible dynamic to our session. So we'll truly appreciate your willingness to share your knowledge and perspectives with us. So everyone, please welcome over here to Mrs. Menka.
Yes, and let's congratulate her that she's a student who made it possible to IT. Thank you so much, Menka, for taking out time and joining this session. Please enlighten us and make us feel inspired.
Thanks, Naman, and thanks for the invite as a guest. And then I'm so proud that I'm saying something about Think Loudly. Yeah. So,
So how
I have been.
Menka, like how was your journey when you basically you wanted to get into IT? So how was that journey, and how did you feel after you land your first job?
Yeah, so I feel so proud. I thank to Think Loudly. Without Think Loudly, I don't think I could have made it because they teach us the current technologies, and then the interview support. It was so good. So I've been with Think Loudly since 2021 as a student. So I still looking to enroll few other courses to move on to my careers. So what I think was I achieved, but I'm not stopping that. So after joining to Think Loudly, I thinking to okay, maybe we'll proceed to the next level in IT. So yeah, I enrolled for cybersecurity now, and then it's going good. I am in 2021 I joined for the Azure Architect course, and the instructor was like very good. They just go a step forward to make sure that so I understand very well, and then also Think Loudly continuously contact and then make sure that students are doing okay, students understanding, and then if you need to change instructor, they will change it. So other than the business, I personally felt that Think Loudly give importance for students, and they are gaining knowledge and all. So yeah, I came here in 2015 in Canada. I migrated to Canada with my family. So I was looking for a job in IT. Finally, I got a chance to work as a service desk analyst. From there, I was working different in India back home. So I was hardly trying to get into a job as a system admin. So I have attended lots and lots of interviews, no luck. Then when I saw a Facebook post about Think Loudly, then I thought, okay, I will enroll and then I took some trial classes. They provided few trial classes for Azure Architect. Yeah, it made a big difference in my career because before I was attending interviews, I am preparing for the normal questions and all. After I joined the Think Loudly, I get to know that I have to be updated in the current technologies and all. So honestly, I joined the course. And then the second week, I was applying for the job, and I applied for the job. In the second week of my course, I got an interview, Then I shared with my instructor, and then he said, so you can attend the interview. So he can help me with that, with the, even though the course it wasn't completed yet. So he have given me some tips and tricks, and then what you can speak. So I wasn't that much updated, but after his training, just few hours, just 2 hours he have given. In that 2 hours, I felt that, okay, I am so much updated and all. I felt confident to attend the interview. So at the interview, at the interview time, I'm aware of the all current technologies and all, and then they were impressed actually. So they came up with a few basic questions, and then I'm going through the, even though that questions was like after answering that questions, just going just a step ahead, and then explaining about what is in the Azure and the current roles and conditional access policies and all. So they and also I mentioned I'm taking a course now, then I will be completing the course. I have more knowledge and all that. I can say that I'm getting something from Thinkcloudly, even though it is in second week. So before completing the course, I got placed in as a end user computing. It's also a system admin position. I'm so proud of that. The one thing I'm really proud about the Thinkcloudly is that Cloudly always makes sure that the students are getting benefits from them. So it's not only like, I have went through few few institutions. I went in person and also online, but so I just go just something like outing, like just go there and then do something and then come back. I didn't get any benefit. I was just okay, just going through it. So I stopped everything. So I will strongly recommend Thinkcloudly, and then I will also moving forward with Thinkcloudly with a few different courses as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Menka. I mean, definitely we really feel that that instructor plays a very important role, but it is certainly both ways. Student puts the equal number of efforts or more number of efforts, to make herself or himself successful. And we strongly believe that it is both ways. But thank you so much, Menka, for coming here. I really, I would like to congratulate that you, after spending so much of time in Canadian market looking for a job, you kept your perseverance on. You kept finding the job. You went for multiple interviews, but you until you found your found that one job for yourself. I think that is something which is inspiring for our students, because every student, especially in Canadian market, when the market has its own dynamic, right? You actually made it into it. I think this is the best thing what we are hearing today. Thank you so much for sharing your insight. Guys, please, in the audience, can we congratulate Menka? I think she did the wonderful job for herself and for her family. And thank you so much, Menka, for considering Think Cloudly to be your one-stop shop.
Well, congratulations, Menika. Well, I heard a saying that believe in yourself and all that you are. You must know that there's something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. And I do believe that Menka paved her way towards success. So thank you so much, Menka. It was really inspiring and it was really appreciable for boosting up our audience. And thanks for your precious time. Please, everyone, let's congratulate her in the chat box.
Yes, Menka, people are congratulating you. I think that's for you in the chat box. So thank you.
Thank you.
Much for
Thank you so much.
thank
Yeah.
you. Sure. So the next guest we have with us, Mr. Jimmy Green. I think he did a wonderful job for himself, finding his own way in as a SOC analyst, which is really a difficult position when it comes to cybersecurity. But he did it, and I would like to welcome him. And please, let's welcome Jimmy Green. Hi, Jimmy. How are you doing?
Oh, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Jimmy. Thank you so much for joining.
I'm happy to be here today. My journey so far, I've spent almost 10 years in the US. And since I got into the US, I've been looking for a job that will give me time for my family and will upgrade my standard in the US compared to what what I was doing in my country. I had a very good job too in my country before moving to the United States. So I chose a path in IT. I've attended several IT classes, and I will tell you that all the classes I have attended, they never taught what would make me what I am today until I found a friend that referred me to Thinkcloudly. Thinkcloudly, they have every support that can make you achieve and to face the challenges you can ever face tomorrow. They teach very well, and another outstanding thing they do is you have a
Jimmy, we lost you just for a moment. One moment, please. I think you have been muted. So I'm sorry, guys. I think we okay.
am I back?
Yes, you're back. Thank you.
Okay. So when a friend referred me to Thinkcloudly, I found a difference compared to several classes I've had before joining Thinkcloudly. Thinkcloudly has a one-on-one tutor for you that the tutor will make sure you are part of the class. Like every bit of the session is always rewarding. And so far, so good. I was able to attempt an interview, and the interview was one of my biggest achievements. And today, I can tell everybody now that I'm starting a job on Monday with a department under U.S. government as a SOC analyst, and is a direct hire with something that is, rewarding in my life. And I will encourage everybody that there's no knowledge lost. Everything you learn in Thinkcloudly will take you to the next level. I say the sky will be your starting point, and you just have to continue learning. Continuous learning will open your mind to everything that can bring you success. And you have to believe in yourself. You have the abilities, you have the potential to achieve great things. And hard work and determination, they always also count too. You don't stop.
Yeah, so Jimmy,
Continue.
basically, I'm sorry to cut you, Jimmy, but everyone here in the audience, they always have this feeling that will we be able to get that one job? So I am hoping that the same feeling you might have at some point of time when you were going through your interviews. So how was that time? I mean, was it really difficult? And
I guess that was the time I got caught off. I attended several interviews. Like I said earlier, I attended several interviews, and I also attended several classes before getting a referral to Thinkcloudly. Thinkcloudly changed a lot of things for me. It gave me a lot of confidence to attempt interviews. I did several interviews with mostly private, until the point I found a federal job, and the interview was excellent. Everything that was taught in class really boosted my ability to face the interview.
That's great. That's great, Jimmy. Sure. Thank you so much, Jimmy, for conveying your story to us. I think it is inspiring because it's not that easy for anyone, first of all, to land an IT job, and second with federal government. I think this is the great achievement what you have today. I wish you all the best, and don't think that if you have landed the job, so your journey has been ended with Think Loudly. Please don't think that. We are always there. If you face any problem, you need any help when you start your career on Monday, always keep us in mind that if you need any help on job, we have job supports available, so you can always come and talk to us, and we will certainly provide you the best of our engineer, best of our expert. But thank you so much, Jimmy, for coming today and enlightening our students. I think this was really helpful. What do you think, guys? So
Thank you for having me.
thank you, Jimmy. I really appreciate that you took us your time and joined today. Thank you so much, Jimmy. So, guys, can we just say congratulations to Jimmy, because I think he did the fantastic job after coming to US. Again, Canadian market is certainly difficult, but US market is also, seeing some bumpy road right now in terms of landing a job, and it's not that easy. But I think if Jimmy has done that, it means that other people who are migrating from different part of the world to Northern America, or maybe if you are different in different market, the opportunities are there. I'm very sure that there are plenty of job opportunities which exist right now in IT. It's just that we have to take our self on a next level. And if we can do that, I think sky is the limit. So I think, guys, to considering the story from Jimmy and Menka, I think we are powered up now. So let's proceed further next. Thank you so much, Jimmy and Menka, for coming today and spending time. I think you'll be with us for for the rest of the session. So thank you so much. Great. Sure. So, guys, now let's get started with the session, why we are here. So, we are here today to ensure that, we understand something, that why cybersecurity space is really booming, though the economy of the country might not be performing so well, but still there are opportunities, there are opportunities what you can easily find if you hit the right market. So we just need to make sure that we are hitting the right market by building the right skills. So let's see, what's going on in cybersecurity space. So let me ask you this question, what is written on the screen. So do you think that is world a safer place? What do you think, guys? Do you think that right now when we are sitting in our home, or probably we are in office, so we are safe? What do you think, guys? We have a lot of data, we have devices, we have network. So what do you think, everyone, that are we safe in I mean, in this whole world? Do you feel safe? Can anyone tell me, like, in the chat box, what do you think, guys? Yeah. So congregation is saying not at all. Yes. What about others? Do you think that we are safe? Okay. When they are, yes. No, we are not safe. You're right. What about others? Yes, we are not safe. Guys, this is real. This is real. I think I still remember the time we used to have, like, 10 years back or 15 years back. I mean, I feel that that time was really a safe time, because there were not many devices. Our data was data used to be private to us. It was not visible to anyone. But now it is too open. It is too open. And the worst part is that the hackers, people who are trying to hack your data, or people who are trying to get into your system, they have the bad mindset. They have they don't have the good mindset, right? Can you tell me, guys, that what is that gain people get after they hack your device? Can anyone give me the reason, or can anyone tell me in the chat box that why does this activity happen? What is the benefit of an hacker? Can anyone tell me any reason why hackers they do it? Okay, financial gain, yes. Get intellectual property, very good. Correct, guys. So there are multiple reasons. There are multiple reasons. Number one reason, and the first reason is the financial gain. They want to hack into your data. They want to hack your passwords so that they can steal the money from your account. They can rob your account. Okay, that's number one. Number two is your is the social presence. They want to disrupt your social presence. They want to make you feel that you are not a right person. I hope you might have heard that someone hacked the account, and they are doing a lot of notorious activities on your account, which is which is, spoiling your image, maybe in your colleagues, or maybe, in your family, in your friend circle. It is spoiling your image. So that is second main reason, right? Third is the political, a political loss. What you can say, there's, one country wants to affect another country. They want to go and do it because they want to just, wipe off the complete market, right? It has happened in the past, that they want to disrupt the complete network of the whole country, or maybe the whole organizations are fighting with each other, under the table, and they just want to, ruin the image of the whole organization. It has happened in the past. We have always, seen that in our life, that, something or other thing is happening. Organizations are always under attack. Now you will be surprised to know that, PwC has, or has shown one report that cyber attacks were expected to have cost world $8 million in 2008 trillion. It's not million, it's not billion, it's trillion, guys. 8 trillion USD in 2023. Can you imagine? And the worst part about it, that this has been increasing, it's not stopping at all. Like in 2024, it's 9.5 trillion. In 2025, it's 10.5 trillion. Can you imagine? It is increasing. Though we have the security in place. We have so many cybersecurity engineers. We have firewalls. We have antiviruses. We have so many things. People are more educated. If we compare people, having knowledge about cyber attacks, they are much more mature and educated. But still, this number is growing. This number will keep on growing, and this create the big problem, because this money, what we are going to lose, this is somewhere going from our pocket. We don't realize that, but maybe, we are paying that. So every organization, they want to maintain their reputation. They want to make sure that clients data, let's say if we talk about Uber, right? Uber cars, right? They have a lot of data available for customers, right? And let's imagine if any hacker attacks the Uber, they can steal all the personal information. Hacking the personal information is a big threat, because all the security answers what you pick, that is from your personal information. So if someone knows your personal information, it becomes very easy to identify the passwords, right? So I don't consider this world to be a safer place for myself, or for my family, because the threats have been increasing day by day. There are so many, from IBM's latest cost of data breach report. We receive these many things, like every, average cybersecurity attack resulting in losses reaching to $4.5 million to an organization. It's an average cost, right? So you can imagine that this has been increasing, and this will keep on increasing, and it's gonna disrupt the market completely. So probably we are a common people, we are a common man. We may not find this important, right? But trust me, guys, this is, I have seen my friends facing this problem, that their account got hacked. I'm hoping that you might have heard from your. So, do we have anyone here in the audience who has faced some hacking activity on the Facebook account, or maybe on the bank account? Have you guys ever heard about it or faced it yourself? Do we have anyone in the audience who has faced this kind of activity, or maybe heard about it? So do you think that that is something which is making you safe? I don't consider myself safe, and I'm very sure that even you have the same feeling, that it should stop at some point of time. But I know it's not with us. It takes time, and it will basically happen. Now, another thing is that when we talk about the cyber attacks, you know, cyber attacks is not just one thing which is concerning. It's not just one thing. Cyber attacks are increasing day by day, and we agree to it. Everyone over here agrees to it, right? But under the cyber attacks, cloud attacks are also topping the chart. Can you imagine? We trust cloud. We are moving data, we are moving applications to the cloud. And cloud attacks, when you look at the cyber attacks, you will find that cloud attacks are really, really high in numbers. you know so can you imagine this, that it is going to affect a lot of people out there. It's going to affect uh you know every data. You talk about Netflix. I hope everyone over here in the audience, or most of you people, watch movies on Netflix. You will be surprised to know that all the movies today are kept in the cloud. Those movies are in the AWS. You visit any restaurant and you are scanning the menu of the restaurant. That menu is in the cloud. Small data is in the cloud today. You know, it's everything is in the cloud today. So when everything is moving to cloud, and there are attacks which are increasing, it means at the end of the day, for a common person, common people, we are at high risk. Okay, we are at high risk. Okay, so cyber budgets over here, if you see that, this is the PwC report. Okay, this is a PwC report what has been published. Now you can see that the cyber budgets are increasing. So when we say cyber budgets, it means that organizations are increasing their cyber budgets so they can have the right firewalls enabled. They have IP addresses which are in the blacklist. They have right software installed to make sure that right monitoring is happening. There are right number of people who are hired to stop these cyber attacks. Organizations are not worried about new growth today. They are more worried that whatever they have in place, that system should not be affected. You know, so there are two, always remember, guys, that there are two concerns. Number one is the growth. For an organization, there are always two concerns. Number one is the growth, that organization should grow, right? And the second concern is that organization should be secured. And in today's world, trust me, organizations have realized that losing the data, customers' data, or data breach activities can affect the reputation, and in turn, it will affect the growth of the organization, right? That is why they are spending a lot of cyber budgets. They are keeping budgets, a very strong $1 million of budget in 2024, and they are making sure that right number of people are being hired. They have the right teams, they have right tools enabled. And that's why we are having this session today, because we need to understand that what is the opportunity. Okay, so okay, so now, 1 second. Yeah, now how do I turn this into an opportunity? This is very important, everyone. That in the world there are so many things happening, but for me, as a common man, as a struggling person, in the 2024, how can I turn this a big concern into an opportunity for myself or for my family? Okay, so everyone over here would agree with me that it's always good when you buy the stock market, when stock market is performing very low or it is dipping down, and people used to buy the stock. Do we have anyone over here in this chat, in this audience, uh, you know who, who likes to buy the stocks when that is dropping? Do we have anyone here? Have you ever bought any stock when it is actually dropping, right? Now imagine, stock, for those organizations, stock market is dropping, but as an individual, you're buying the stock. Why do you do that? Because you try to find that one opportunity for yourself. And that is with us now. If we are able to do something about it, if we, right now, we drive Uber cars, we are working in healthcare, we are working in different organizations on different part, but we know that this is the time when the world is unsafe. This is the time, if we try to upgrade our skills to the level where we get this IT job, right? that's when we break the market. That's when we are investing heavily on ourselves. I think it's always good to invest in myself rather than buying the stock, because I trust myself. I'll do something in my life, right? So this is the opportunity, everyone. This is the right opportunity that if organizations are concerned, let's become the solution to them. And if we can become the solution, I promise you, you guys can easily get the job, just like Menka, just like Jimmy, who actually made it possible. It was quite possible just because they found that opportunity. They learned something what is really important in this world. So now, when we really trying to find that opportunity, right, it's quite important that we have the right skills. Okay, we have the right skills and right tools added to our resume. This is the trick. It's a very simple trick. You know, it's not an investment of $1 million. It's just the investment of your 2 months or 3 months of time on the right tools. What industry requires? It has no coding. Trust me, cybersecurity tools has no coding. So why cannot I become the solution to the organization? But you cannot learn all the cybersecurity tools. It's not possible that you are learning all the cybersecurity tools. You can learn only few important tools. If you add those tools in your resume, guys, you will break the market. You will be able to invest into something what can give you the result in coming future. And then that space will be very helpful. So guys, are you guys able to follow me till here? Everyone over here in the audience, can you please tell me if you are able to follow me and able to understand what I'm trying to communicate with all of you? Do we have, so are you finding this is an opportunity for us or not? Everyone, please join me and tell me that if you guys are finding this a real opportunity for yourself. I sincerely find this opportunity. It's just not that you are going to take the course from Thinkcloudly. I don't care that. I don't care. I'm here today to make friends. I want to guide you to make sure that you take the right step. Just like people who took the right step in last few months and they have the job. They are making over $150,000, and they did it because they did it at the right time. If we don't do it now, after 6 months, after 1 year, we will realize that, oh, market is saturated. That is what being happening in at many places, right? We realize that we are not able to get an interview call. We are not able to get into a market because market is saturated. Why? Because we were late. So are we going to be late this time? No, because this is what the report is saying. Report says, PwC report says cyber budgets in 2024 are increasing. And if we have this update, it means we can do something about it. Right? Now I'll get into something which is technical. Guys, please join me to understand about this. This is very important for everyone who is here. Cybersecurity has got 500 tools. Okay, maybe over 500 tools. But it's not my job, it's not my job to understand all the tools. Okay, I cannot do that. As a human, I'm not a AI, I'm not a robot. I am a normal person who wants to learn some tools to find a job. That's my simple story. But it's not quite possible that within next 3 months I can learn all 500 tools. That's not quite possible. So let's do one thing. Let's first understand the categories, that how these tools are divided into. Okay, we need to understand few categories first. If we are able to understand these categories, right, then you will be able to choose the right tool for yourself. Okay, so in my opinion, I look at it from a 4 or 5 categories. I look at it. Okay, always remember that all these tools in cybersecurity are divided into 5 main categories. Okay, number one, the number one category is your network monitoring tools. Okay, so that is number one category. Now, number two category is your incident response tools. Okay, number three category is your SIEM tools. Okay, I'll talk about these in much detail, but I'm just sharing some information right now with you, all of you. And number 4 is your vulnerability assessments tool. Okay. And number 5, which I think is important, it's up to you if you want to learn them, but it's up to you if you don't want to. Pen testers, pen test tools. Okay. If you are able to, as a cybersecurity specialist, if you are able to gain some good amount of hands-on knowledge, hands-on uh, training, you're able to gain that skill. I think you can prove in any interview that I'm aware of these tools. Now tell me one thing. It's very clear. If you know these tools in and out, then why will the organization leave you? Why will they not select you? It's not possible. They need people. There are no people in cybersecurity space. There are no people. Recruiters, I meet so many recruiters every day. And trust me, guys, they always cry for the right person. People create very good resumes, but they don't have skills. Recruiters are always crying. It's not just you guys are crying because you need that one job. The same thing we have seen from the recruiter side. They always reach Thinkcloudly for different profiles. Why are they coming to us? If there are so many number of people out there in the market, why are they approaching Thinkcloudly? Why are they approaching us? It's because the same struggle what you have in life today, even the recruiters in IT organizations have the same struggle. And now is the time that if we are able to gain that skill, I think we can kill the market. Promise you. We can kill the market. But as I told you, the challenge is that it's not that we have to learn all that 500 tools. Please, guys, if someone says this, learn this tool, learn that tool, don't do that. You'll be distracted. Don't do that to yourself. What you have to do is you have to pick up the right tools. Okay. Now, if I talk about the network monitoring tool, Wireshark and Nmap, these are very important tools. If you're able to do a couple of projects, you're able to set up these tools, you're able to access these tools, you will be able to understand that how you can analyze network, how you can find out what's going on in the network. If there is something suspicious, block them right there. So that is network monitoring tool. These are two important tools what you can keep in your laundry list and upgrade your skills. Coming to incident response tool. Now, incident response happens offensively and also defensively, right? There are tools which are like Splunk, SOAR, or Kali Linux, right? I'm hoping the students who are with us who are learning cybersecurity, they are aware of Kali Linux. But there's something called as Splunk SOAR. If you get some time, look at it, find out how does that work. It's quite interesting tool. So if you are creating this laundry list, make sure that you are keeping these tools in your list, because if you gain expertise, I think that's very important. Now coming to security information and event management, as I told you, SIEM tools. SIEM stands for security information and event management. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to basically capture all the logs, like what is happening in the system. There are 100 servers, and now you have to capture all the logs, right? There are certain tools available, and SIEM mainly comes under SOC Analyst, and you can learn either Splunk. Okay, Splunk is very, very popular tool today, or you can learn Wazoo. Wazoo is also one of the main tool what we have found, and there is something called as Logarithm. If you're able to understand any one of the tool, I think that is quite okay. You don't have to necessarily know all the tools, because we have 3 months of window. I always say that if you're planning to land a job, plan it in next 3 months. Plan it in such a way that after 3 months, you get that one job for yourself. And you have to select one tool out of it. If you select all of them, then it will take 6 months, 9 months of time to learn all of them. And finally, we have vulnerability assessment tools, which is like Nessus, OpenVAS, ImmuniWeb. This is web-based tool. Okay, all these tools like are quite important tools to add it in your bucket. But it's up to you how many tools you can add it in your bucket, add it in your resume. And trust me, when you push your profile, having a very good resume, if you need help with resume, approach us. We will create your resume. We have our resume development team. We will add all the important skills. We'll make sure that you will be able to understand. I mean, you will have the good resume, which will you can understand easily and can present yourself to the recruiter. Now, if I see a question that which one we should prioritize, you can prioritize Wireshark, Kali Linux for incident response team. There are multiple other tools comes under Kali Linux, and then you can prioritize Wazoo for SIEM and OpenVS for vulnerability. So again, I'm repeating, for network monitoring, prioritize Wireshark. Then for incident response team, go for Kali Linux. For SIEM, either Splunk or Wazoo. If you are going for Wazoo, that's quite okay. And then for vulnerability assessment, go for OpenVS. So these are four important tools out of you can pick up like ImmuniWeb, because this is the enterprise tool as well. So you can pick like 4 or 5 tools. If you're able to pick all these 5 tools, add it in your resume. Make sure you have a right story, add it to your resume. I think that's quite enough. I mean, you will be able to impress your recruiter just by having these 5. So how many of you now thinks that having the resume with tools is really important? Do you think that uh, tools actually create that create that presence, or when someone looks at the resume, tools create that importance? What do you think, everyone? Do you think that it is highly significant that adding tools is going to be really helpful? I see only 2 agreements. What about others? What do you think, guys? That adding tools will help you or not? Imagine there is a guy who has only 2 tools and you have 5 tools, and you're able to talk about those tools in your next interview. You will kill it. You will kill it, guys. I'm telling you. And this is what we have to do. We have to stand out of the crowd. That's the goal. If you're able to do that, i I can promise you, no one can beat you. That's why Jimmy have secured the job. I mean, he's a real live example in front of us, because he knew that what he is doing today is to build that important resume, which can be marketable and which is going to hit the right market. Okay. So I think over here, whosoever is here today, guys, do you promise that you will be able to build these tools in your resume? Are you ready to promise me that when we meet next time, you guys will tell me that, Naman, I have gone through these many tools? Okay, great. So make sure, guys, you do that. And if in case you need any help, you can always reach out to us. We host a lot of boot camps. We do a lot of classes. We do a lot of projects. I think many of you who are here, you guys are attending our free projects, and there are some projects which are going on, and you guys are part of it. And I'm very sure that you must be gaining some knowledge out of it, right? And if you say that, Naman, that is limited, see, guys, everything is limited, right? If you start exploring these tools, it is endless. But you have to understand setting the right scope is important. Otherwise, you will not be able to jump on the another tool. Spend 2 weeks of time on one tool. I think that's quite enough. Then move to next tool, because you have to display the list of tools to the recruiter, to the interviewer. So, guys, make sure that 2024 is the year for us, for all of us here. You just have to make sure you need the right mentor, you need the right tool to learn, and that's all. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this session, whosoever has joined. So how was the session, guys? Did you enjoy it? Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this. I really appreciate that you took out your time. We are open for questions now. If in case you have any question, please let us know so that we can answer your questions before you drop off. But thank you so much, everyone. Special thanks to Jimmy and Menka for coming as a guest. And rest of the other people, thank you so much for taking out very important time. It was really lovely meeting all of you. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you want to drop your feedback, you may.
Yes, everyone, please let us know with your valuable feedback, because your feedback would really help us to grow more, and we'll make sure that we'll come better next time, so that it will be really helpful for you and for us as well. So if anyone wants to know something, or if someone have any sort of doubt, or someone wants to ask anything, so feel free to type in the chat box, and we'll definitely would like to answer your answers, and we'll definitely answer your questions. And even if you want to know that where you can get the webinar recording, so you'll be getting all the webinar recordings in our YouTube handle. So the current webinar video, you'll be getting in 2 or 3 working days, or if someone wants to see the earlier webinar recorded videos, so that are available on our YouTube handle. And also you can install our application on your mobile phones. It's by the name of Thinkcloudly. Currently, it's available for the Android version. The iOS version, we are working upon it. So the Android users can install our application in their phones by the name of Thinkcloudly. And if is there any sort of feedback anyone would like to give, so do let us know. And still, if anyone is interested for any of the course, still we have some time left. So if you're interested, so please provide us with the following information so that you can get that following offer for worth for $49. So you can grab this offer and you can provide your information in the chat box so that our team can reach out to you. And also, we're glad that everyone participated, and by watching your enthusiastic performance and participation in today's webinar made us very grateful. And we'll make sure that in our other webinars also, we'll do the same for you. So thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com.